Welcome back. I have Jeff Purser, who's the Executive Director of Hogue Charity Sports, and we're talking to him about the Toshiba Classic here at the beautiful Newport Beach Country Club. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
This is so beautiful, all the new construction.
It's amazing, isn't it? Quite a difference from a couple of years ago.
Absolutely. When we walked up, it's so nice.
Yeah, we constantly get from the tour players that this is without question the best clubhouse that they visit each year. So it's nice to have the event in a place like this.
Tell me a little bit about the Toshiba Classic and being here at the Newport Beach Country Club.
Yeah, so the Toshiba Classic has been here for 22 years, although it's 20th year that Hogue Hospital has been the host and operator of it. It's one of the great stops on tour. It's a little different than a lot of modern new golf courses. An old style traditional Parklands golf that's been around a long time. Players love it. The atmosphere is great. Again, look how beautiful this place is.
Yeah.
So it's become a great popular stop on the PGA Champions Tour. We get the best field of the year because of it, and so it's going to be a great year this year too.
Okay, good. And I know that we're hearing some construction in the background, so you guys are setting up, right?
Yeah, it takes about 6 weeks to set up.
Okay.
And I tell people that we're not all that different than a team operation, major league team. We work year-round to operate the event. Our season's 9 days instead of 6 months.
Right.
And we have to construct an entire stadium every year.
Right.
And so that's a big process.
It is, and I mean, looking around, they sure have an awful lot to put together.
We do. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of square feet that we have to construct in tents and flooring.
Yeah.
But our structures for hospitality, they include heating, air conditioning, cable service, televisions. We're putting up special suites for all customers and sponsors, and that takes a long time. It's a big process.
We're going to talk a little bit about some of those specialties later on in our discussion.
Yeah.
So obviously there's some charities involved,
Yeah.
and Hogue Hospital is a big part of that. Tell me about them.
So Hogue Hospital, again, the host and operator, and so the vast majority of what we raise from the net proceeds from the tournament benefit Hogue. And the last several years, we've benefited the Mary and Dick Allen Diabetes Center at Hogue. We've benefited the Hogue Heart and Vascular Institute, the Hogue Cancer Institute, the Hogue Women's Health Institute in years past. It just depends on where the funds are needed in the hospital at that time. But in our 20 years, again, including this year, we've raised well over $20 million for charity, and the vast majority have gone to Hogue. So we're proud of that. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And how do your funds get distributed? So is that from sponsorship? Is it from attendance?
Yeah. The majority of our income, our funding comes from sponsorships, corporate sponsorships, doing everything from entertaining, pro-ams, promotion and advertising, those kind of things. Ticket sales are a nice piece of it, a little bit extra. Food and beverage sales, those kind of things. So it really is corporate funded, although it's a public event. And hopefully we'll have about 80,000 people out here over the 3-day period or 5-day period.
That's a lot.
Attending the event and enjoying the golf. So.
I'm sure they will. It sounds like you have a good lineup too.
Yeah,
Let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned, obviously, you need a lot of people to put this thing together.
Yeah.
So talk about your volunteers. How does that work?
Yeah. Volunteers are essential on a PGA Tour event. And it goes back years and years and years. That's how these things were built way back when the tour was starting. We'll have about 750 volunteers in total. We've got probably about 40 committees. Those committees are run by committee chairs who work, if not year-round, close to year-round, helping us organize, contact the volunteers, get their schedules to them, and manage them on site. And then, I would say probably close to 25,000 total hours of time are committed to us by those volunteers. So it's crucial, and we've got a great group of volunteers, great leaders that have helped us do that, and we're grateful to them, obviously.
That's great. So let's talk a little bit about the volunteers that you just mentioned. How do you get involved? I often see older folks doing it. So.
Yeah. Well, again, we need about 750 volunteers, so we reach across a broad spectrum of avenues to try and find those volunteers. And it's real easy to get involved. You can register online to volunteer and kind of pick your committee. We do have quite a few retirees. They have the time to give, and it's of interest to them. They stay active, and it's a fun time. They're out here with friends, enjoying the time. They get food and beverage and tickets and all that kind of stuff. So it's a neat week for them. We have a lot of people who have done it for many, many years, and they look forward to it every year.
So golfers out there, you guys can be really close to some of these professionals when you're out on the course volunteering.
Well, they're the closest to them.
That's right.
So yeah, it's we call it the best seat in the house. And there's really some neat committees. Everyone knows the marshals where they're saying quiet, please don't go there, but you could walk inside the ropes and score for them. You can carry the standards. You could help us with admissions. There's many, many roles, and they're all fun and enjoyable. And so we always need help.
I like it.
Yeah.
So there's tons of things to do. You have special events. Tell me about some of those.
Yeah, we have a lot of special events. The one that is a big focus for us now is our Military Appreciation Day, and we've got some great sponsors, including Micro Semi and many others in the community. It's a day where we honor the people that have served or currently serve. We offer 4 free tickets for anybody that is part of the military. Come to the gate. You can register online as well at our website. And then we also provide food and beverage for them for the day. So it's just a way to thank them for their service. We also have some sponsors for that day, and we'll give money to some of our military causes, including Open Hearts for Purple Hearts, the 1-1 Foundation here in Newport Beach, and a few others. So we talked about charity earlier, and the vast majority of the funding goes to Hogue in terms of the profits. But we carve out some money for some secondary charities, and military is a big cause of ours now as well.
Great. I think that's super. And what about other days? Like you have student days?
Yeah, we do. We have student day on Sunday. So normally during the week, 11 and under, kids 11 and under get in for free. And then on the final round Sunday, which that's when you most want to come, we have extended that to be our Student Appreciation Day, and that's 18 and under get in for free.
Okay.
And so we're love to have as many kids out here as we can. There's putting contests and games for them to participate in, and we think it's a great time for grandparents to come out with their grandkids too if they're golf fans.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
How many girls do you see out here in terms of students? Do you see a lot of girls now?
We're seeing more.
Okay.
We're seeing more. Yeah. It's a men's golf tournament, so it might be a little more skewed men, but over the last 20 or 30 years, culture in America's changed, and we have a lot of females that participate in sports, and we love seeing that. So we're seeing more and more of it. Yeah.
I think it's good sometimes for them to see just some of the differences, because sometimes the guys might hit harder than the girls, or different techniques.
Yeah,
and
well,
things
most
like that.
golfers don't hit like the guys on tour. They hit like the LPGA players, and they can learn a lot more from them than the guys. So I wish I could get my daughter to play, but she's all about soccer.
All about soccer. Well, that's all right.
That's
She can
okay
she can
too.
do golf for fun on the side.
Absolutely.
Talk about a partner of yours, Blue Shield of California.
Yeah, Blue Shield of California is a new partner of ours. They have some great programs for us, including they're partnering with Hogue to provide the Blue Shield Hogue Health Village right at the main gate, where people can learn about some of the healthcare opportunities and services at Hogue Hospital. And then Blue Shield has kind of a fun thing that they're doing where you can take professional pictures for either literally your work and passports and those kind of things, or just for fun. So it's a neat thing that they're doing. But they also, right there at the 9th green, have a senior section bleacher that they sponsored, only for seniors.
Okay.
So a great opportunity to get out of the sun, because those are shaded. And the 9th hole, we finished playing on the 9th hole as well as the 18th. So it's a great spot right by the main gate. Don't have to walk very far either. And right by the Coca-Cola zone, which is all the food and beverage. So it's a great spot for that. And they're also sponsoring the shaded bleachers on the 18th green as well. So keep people out of the sun and safe.
Right,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, that sounds like there's an awful lot to do. Not just watching the golfers, but there's other things you can participate in.
Yeah, we have the Pau Maui Hawaiian Village down between 10 and 18, and we're roasting a pig each day. So
Are you really?
a Hawaiian theme.
Wow,
Absolutely.
I like
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that there was vodka that was made in Hawaii.
I didn't either till we met them.
That's great.
But it's actually very good.
Let's talk about some of the details. Parking, shuttles. Tell me about how that works.
Yeah, the best part about being here at Newport Beach Country Club is that we have parking in close proximity. You can go to a lot of events where you have a long shuttle ride, but everything's within a couple of minutes. So we park down at the dunes. That's an official lot. And then on the weekend, we have parking all along Fashion Island Mall. Just a short little shuttle ride down, a minute or two, right to the front gate, and it's very, very convenient. So when people come down to the Fashion Island, Newport Beach area, they'll see parking signs all over the place. It is on our website, like you mentioned, but it's convenient and easy for everyone.
So how many players do you have coming out, and Tell me who they are.
Yeah, so we have 78 players that play on the Champions Tour event, and we're pretty excited because we have all of the top players that are eligible to play. Fred Couples, of course, making a return. Bernhard Longer, Player of the Year, seems like 10 years in a row. John Daly will be back. He's always popular. Everyone loves to see Daly. We're excited because Tom Watson just committed. And Tom, obviously one of the great players of all time, World Golf Hall of Famer. We have a lot of new players coming out that we're excited about too. Jose Maria Lotharbal and Miguel Angel Jimenez, great Ryder Cup players from Spain. David Toms, Jerry Kelly. We're hopeful Steve Stricker will be making it, so a lot of rookies coming up. So a lot of great names along with some of the ones we've known for a long time and have played here many years. So.
I saw Freddy Couples out at La Costa many years ago, so I'm really excited to see him out here.
So is everybody.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
he's a big draw.
He's one of the biggest draws, and really in history. So, and he lives right here, and this is one of his favorite events. Of course, he's won twice, so we're looking forward to having him back.
And then John, he just hits the heck out of that ball.
John is such a naturally gifted golfer, and he drove the first green all 3 days last year. He played really well. He won in Houston, his first event just last spring, so we're hopeful he plays well here, and we're looking forward to having him too.
Some very exciting players
And
coming
John
up.
Daly is actually going to do a concert out on the 17th green with a friend of his, wrapping up the military day on Saturday.
Oh.
So he plays guitar and sings. That's one of the things he
exciting.
loves in life. So anybody that wants to stick around after play, immediately after play on Saturday, we'll have the concert on the 17th green. We call it Party on the Pond with John Daly. And
I like that.
That's where you can have some Pau Maui vodka.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Pau Maui vodka and John Daly playing the guitar.
It's as good as it gets.
Nice, I'll say.
Yeah.
And Newport, nonetheless.
There you go.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I really appreciate all the information.
Thanks for having us
And
again.
we're looking forward to coming out to the Toshiba Classic.
Very good. I hope everyone from Laguna Woods comes and joins us.
If you have any questions or need additional details, you can go to toshibaclassic.com. And we'll be right back after this.